Keeping clean. Um, I think it's something that's supposed to be easy. When you're living by yourself. And you don't have like a family, or you're not in like, and you're not in some place where like the chores get divided. It's I have found that it's extremely hard to keep everything clean. And I've seen people how they have they have to go to work, they have two or three jobs. And it's very hard to keep clean. It's very hard to, how would you say it, maintenance um, an apartment, a house. It's very hard to, how would you say it, keep clean. And like when I say clean, I mean exaggeratedly clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, I think that it's something that's supposed to be easy, right? Although that when you do live by yourself, it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard because of time, more than anything, because of time. And I've seen people how like I said, they have a job or two, and like they wanna have a life. You know what I'm saying? Besides their job, they wanna have a life. They wanna, what do you call it? They wanna be able to go out. They wanna be able to have friends. They wanna be able to go here and go there. And like I've noticed that, how sometimes people they get caught up with their job and their, how would you say it, their extra, like wanting to go out to clubs and wanting to go out here and wanting to go out there and wanting to go out with friends. I've noticed how people, like, you go into their apartment and little by little, like, stuff starts to accumulate, dishes start to accumulate, trash starts to accumulate, food products start to accumulate, and this and that. And I've noticed how everything, like, it starts to become muggy. It starts to become dirty, extremely dirty. And like the restroom, the kitchen, it becomes real dirty and filthy little by little. And like they can't like take the time to like really really clean it, because it takes a lot of time. And so I've noticed how numerous people, different types of people, not because they're dirty, but because they don't have the time. They don't have the time for it. And it's either one thing or another, and then it just, all the work just piles up. It just piles up. And I think that that shouldn't happen. I think that, that living by yourself, or living with a roommate or something, is very very difficult. That I think that, living with a family is a lot different than living by yourself. And that if you're living by yourself, you need to create a routine. You need to create a routine where, like, you do a small, like, you don't let it get dirty. You don't let it get dirty. You just, you know what I'm saying? You, like, once a day, or once every 2 days, you clean a certain area. You dust it. You keep it from getting dirty. Because I guess this video is toward the people that live by themselves. You know, you have to maintenance. You can't, it can't be a job, it can't be a work, it can't be like once a week, or once every 2 weeks, or once a month you clean the restroom. You can't let it get to that, because it takes time. Because if you clean a restroom once a month or once every 2 months, it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get dirty, and it's gonna take you a lot of time. It's gonna take you a lot of time. So my advice is that that if you're in a certain place, clean your restroom, and obviously it's gonna take an hour or two, but after that, maintenance it. You know, after that, uh, touch it up every so often. Keep it tidy. You know what I'm saying? Like my restroom, I spend like about 15-20 minutes cleaning it once a week. And it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't take 20 minutes. It should take 5 to 10 minutes to give it a little touch up, you know? And that touch up is what keeps it clean. That touch up is what keeps it, you know what I'm saying? Well, clean. You know what I'm saying? It's what keeps the maintenance. You know, it's what keeps you from having to spend 2 hours once every 2 or 3 months. It's what keeps you from having to waste so much time cleaning. You know, and it should take 5 to 10 minutes once a week. You know, just to touch it up, to keep it clean, to keep it from getting so dirty and muggy. And that is the same thing with every other area, with the refrigerator, with your kitchen, wherever you're at. You know, whatever room needs to be cleaned, it needs a touch up. You need to keep it in the maintenance status. And that's what I want to say, is that it shouldn't be something hard. You know, it should be something very, very simple.